I have three mentions of the back room of the West End bar, but I'll only read one. About a month after the Hilton demonstration, 1967, November 1967, the Secretary of State of the United States, his name was Dean Rusk, came to New York, and we held a big demonstration. Quite a few people here were there. Tom, you were there, and anybody else? Anyway, it was pretty. It was the first very hyper militant demonstration. We tried to stop the limousines from going into from dropping the members of the Foreign Policy Association. Or was it the Council of Foreign? Anyway, it's in the book, the whole story. So about a month after, Ben, you were there. About a month after the Hilton demonstration, I got a call from the SDS National Office inviting me to join a delegation of students going to Cuba. This was the first SDS group ever to go to Cuba, and the first North American student trip since 1964. Travel to Cuba was illegal, according to the dictates of the U.S. government. I had been reading and thinking about Cuba and socialism for so long that I jumped at the chance to make the trip. We were supposed to fly there via Mexico City. Fortunately, I was doing well enough in my schoolwork that I was able to arrange with my professors to take off the month of February. They were as curious as I was about what I'd find there, because very few Americans had been to Cuba since Batista's fall in 1959. I had some money saved from a summer job at a furniture factory in Newark, owned by ex-communist friends of my parents, and raised the rest in a West End bar, dealing small quantities of wonderful opiated hashish that a GI had smuggled back from Vietnam. Quite cautious, I sold only to people I knew, but I knew a lot of people. By telling my customers they were actually making a contribution to the cause, financing my Cuba trip, I was able to move slivers weighing only a few grams for $10, a high price at that time. Business was quite brisk. That was my introduction to political fundraising. There's a lot more that I could read. There's several references to meetings that we held back here, and the room wasn't set up quite like this, and it was a lot dingier, a lot. And, but funk is not in it anymore, so we have this.